lovelies, bonjour. Today we're doing a Sezane haul. It's been a while since I've done a haul, and in particular from this brand. I was very strategic about the pieces that I got. I'll be sharing some of the new pieces that they have in for fall, viewing them, sharing the sizing that I got, things that I would do differently, and I'll also share some pieces that are fall staples from Sezane, and I think you'll really enjoy having them in your closet as well if you're trying to build a classic wardrobe. The last video that I did of Sezane was sharing the pieces that have let me down and quote unquote broken my heart. And these were just very honest opinions about some of the pieces because no brand is perfect, but if you want to avoid some pitfalls, make sure to check out that video after this one. And at the end of the video, I'll also share some of the pieces that I got for my husband because I'm trying to make him into a French boy. I'll start with one of my favorite pieces, which is the Nate coat. The reason that I got this coat was number one, I love the camel herringbone. I think it's an instant classic. I love the length. I tend to do maxi coats a lot or crop jackets, and I really liked the length of this coat for when you're not ready to maybe do the drama of the maxi coat, but you're also needing something more than just a cropped jacket. This is a perfect length. And then of course, the other thing that really got me were the attached scarves that just kind of envelop you and make it super cozy. This is such a relevant silhouette for fall 2024. We're seeing a lot of that kind of picking up from last winter where Totem did the cardigans with the attached scarves and set off a whole flurry of imitations. So this jacket is definitely a little bit thicker and an honest to goodness warm coat. It's 100% virgin wool. The lining is viscose. I can tell that this coat is going to be a fantastic piece to keep me warm and also just turn a very trendy silhouette right now into a timeless classic piece. I got a 34 in this coat and I think it's the perfect fit. I'm usually between an extra small and a small, and for reference, I'm 5'4". The other piece that really impressed me was this Andrea's dress that I instantly loved because I love this color combination of navy, gold, and kind of like orangey tones. I thought it was a really great palette for fall. And in previous videos, I have pointed out that sometimes Sezane dresses tend to be a little bit thin, not well lined, and sometimes can show a lot of VPL or lumps and bumps underneath. And so that can be very frustrating. That is not the case with this dress. This is beautifully constructed. It's not lined per se, but the material is such that the shimmery threads that you can kind of see throughout, very well made. But when you flip it, you can see how much quality this piece has. It made me very happy to see there's lots of attention to detail. And so when you put it on, you instantly feel the quality, you feel kind of the craftsmanship. It's also a really great item for wearing alone, like in kind of the warmer parts of fall. And as you head into the cooler months of fall, you can easily layer it with blazers, more scarves, knee-high boots, tights, and have it be really, really warm. In that dress, I got an extra small. And the other piece that was a big winner was this Christie jacket. I already have this blazer in a polka dot colorway. I have been all about plaid for fall 2024, as if you can't tell. And so when I saw this beautiful navy and dark gray with the forest green, this was a no-brainer for me. It is a cut of jacket that I really like. It really is very flattering. It's slightly kind of like a nod to the 80s. It's double buttons and it just looks phenomenal. For this blazer, I got a 32, which is my typical size. I didn't want something super huge. So this is just the perfect size for still wearing a button down and even a cardigan underneath. I'm gonna show you a couple of ways to style it. The first is with like an all black palette. So in this outfit here, I'm wearing a two-piece kind of like knit dress that is actually by Amazon. It's very affordable. I'll make sure to link it below, just like everything else in this video. And so popped on the blazer over and just looks really, really elegant. It's one of those looks that can be appropriate for so many different occasions, whether it's work or just like a baby shower, brunch, date night, so many different things. Other way that I've styled it is with Damon Trousers that are some of my favorite trousers. I'm average height and I tend to always struggle with trousers being super long, so I always have to commit to wearing a heel or to tailoring them. And the Damons are just a really great length for average height. I did style it with a lace bodysuit. Lace is everywhere this fall, and it's also a really wonderful layer for when you want to pop it on under blazers or under cardigans. Lace can actually be surprisingly warm. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the shoes that I'm wearing here. They're a T-bar kind of Mary Jane style that is also really, really trendy for 2024. And if you want more shoe styles, make sure to check out my fall shoe trends video that I did a couple of weeks ago that's full of a lot of fall shoe trends, but also some sobering thoughts before you jump on like the next like furry shoe bandwagon or something like that. Another fun item that I got is this shirt. It's the Max top, and they happen to have it in this colorway, special seasonal color for fall, and I really, really love it. It's so nostalgic for me. I see this tartan print and it just reminds me of like my dad actually. He used to have a shirt like this, and I think I stole it from him and wore it forever. So I just really love the look of this. I think it can go in so many different directions, whether a little bit more dressed up with trousers or dressed down with jeans and knee-high boots, and just have it be a very casual chic look, adding a barn jacket. And the other thing that you can add to as an option for a barn jacket is the Will jacket from Sezane that I've had now for a couple of years. The perfect barn jacket style. And the other thing that I really love about the Will jacket is that they also make a men's one. The only time I get to like match with him. I have a weird toxic trait in trying to match with my 2 little boys and my husband. So I know you also love matching with your family. I've been lucky that so far they still let me kind of dress them up, but I know that those days are counted. The other shirt that I got in a 32, and actually this is a 32 as well, is the Tomboy in this colorway. I like how it had the ivory and the brown embedded. I really like the 3-color rule as a day-to-day styling technique because I think it can make your outfit look really chic without trying too hard. And this already kind of comes with the 3-color rule kind of embedded. So finding a brown trouser or in a crew trouser can really help elevate the look. I did style this look also with the 7 or 9 heels. And then the other jacket that I want you to know about is the Michele jacket. I got this one last year. I wore it so much that I wanted to pop it back out so that you can see it. And this is a 32, so very true to size. A classic blazer that will elevate any look. And if you want more ideas on how to style this jacket in particular, or any navy blazer, make sure to check out my video on 9 ways to style the navy blazer that are full of really great outfits that work in almost any season. The other piece that you might need is the Clyde trench. And I still have the tag on here because I got a 32, but I think I might want a 34. I really like kind of oversized trenches, and this one fits well. I think it's true to size, but upon wearing it, I feel like I want options of be able to wear very chunky sweaters, blazers, scarves, and I think I'll get a little bulky in this size. So it's really up to you. Because of where I live, I know that if I want to wear this jacket kind of like through the end of the year, I will need to wear a lot of stuff underneath. So I got it in the dark khaki color, which I would do all over again. They have them also in the classic black, ivory, and then this is kind of like a very dark olive green, and I love this color. It's so elegant. I love the length of this too. It's beautiful. Saw that here with that first dress that I showed you in the beginning. That is also a favorite piece. Now, in terms of the Clyde versus the Scott trench coat, which I also have, it just kind of depends on what look you're going for. If you want a traditional belted trench that you can cinch at the waist and kind of have that, it kind of reminds me of like a mystery spy woman look. If you want that look, the Scott trench is probably better for you. It's a little bit shorter than this one. The Clyde does not have a belt. It's more free-flowing. It's not waisted whatsoever. And I kind of like that silhouette currently. Now, in terms of what I got him a Nelson blazer that kind of reminds me a little bit of the Will jacket that I've already gotten for him a couple of years ago. I don't know, I just think it looks really elegant. It can kind of dress him up. He's definitely not the kind of guy that, you know, loves to dress up. And I think that popping this over his khakis or his jeans is gonna go a long way for him. And then because he's so much into comfort, and I don't know if the man in your life might be into comfort too, he definitely needs to try these on though, the Danny trousers. So it's a great fit for those boys that like comfort like my husband. It's got a drawstring, elastic waistband. They just kind of feel like joggers, but if he covers the waistband, nobody will be able to tell that they're literally like sweatpants. Very excited about that. And the last thing that I got him was this beautiful knit in the season's It color, the Mike pullover, which is kind of like a Henley, and a very nice material. I think the quality is maybe somewhere between like a J. Crew and a Banana Republic, I want to say. I hadn't gotten him a sweater before from Sezane. I'd gotten him some like linen trousers a couple of years ago when we went to Italy, and I wanted him to look like an Italian grandfather. And then I got him the Will jacket and then a couple of tops, but never a knit. Just like every other thing that's for men, it's always like less expensive than it is for women. I don't know why. Do you know why? Is it because we're like price inelastic and we'll buy it no matter what? Maybe that's it. So these are pieces that I truly love. I think you will love them too. For pieces that you might not love, check out my video on Sezane pieces that broke my heart, as well as fall fashion trends that you need to shop your closet for before you buy anything. And if you have fun with me today, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you really soon.